Hey drummers, hope you're well. Shout out to Superstar channel member Stuart, who is here today for his face-to-face session. And he was a bit early, and he did that thing that drum students do when they turn up like 5 minutes early. I was just practicing this song. I'm playing this for somebody's first dance at their wedding tomorrow. And he did that thing that drum students do, which is like, oh, what was that? I heard you playing. What were you playing there? And it was this, the best of your love, best of my love by The Emotions. And this was played on drums by Fred White of Earth, Wind and Fire. And the one thing that Stuart pulled out, which I think is really interesting, and it's a really good spot, is how much, as he said, as I sat there listening, I noticed how much the hi-hat opens, you know, as you would hit a crash cymbal. So a lot of the time drummers hit a crash, don't they? Of course, on beat one, they play their groove. And then when it comes to either they've played a little drum fill, or it just feels like the beginning of the next little section or the next little bit in the music, often a crash cymbal is there. And it's interesting in this song actually, what Fred White plays is a lot of the time, or almost all the time in fact, an open hi-hat on the one instead of the crash cymbal. So I think right at the top of the tune, he might hit. Sounds to me like he might be hitting a crash that very first time, but after that, it's all like open hi-hat. That kind of feel. It's just so cool, isn't it? It really sort of ages it and dates it in the best possible way, really kind of hints at that era. I think there's a few reasons why drummers did that quite a lot. You hear it, I think, a lot on records from that sort of time period. One is, it's just a sort of stylistic choice. It's one of the things that drummers did. The other thing I think might be because a crash cymbal, as I've said on this channel before, sometimes I think you've got to watch out for crash cymbals, especially in those days when the band was, often they probably were, this was Earth, Wind and Fire, acting as the backing band here for The Emotions. They were probably all in the same room together playing it. I think you'd be wary of hitting a crash cymbal too loudly because it would get picked up on other microphones and had the potential to sort of cause interference with other mics and sort of spoil the recording a little bit. So I think that might have been a factor. You certainly hear drummers doing it a lot. When you think of those classic like session studio drummers of the 60s, 70s, even 80s, I think like Hal Blaine, drummers like that. How often, if you listen to those old records, if you listen to like a Carpenter's record or something with Hal Blaine playing on, how often does he do his groove and he'll play his fill? Like the open hi-hat comes in as the crash. It's a really fun little idea. So just to put it out there. And just when you want to play anything with a bit of groove, a bit of funk, I just think it sounds great as well. So shout out to Stuart, have some fun with that. See you soon, cheers.